From a marketing standpoint, what is the value of these shorts?
I personally think the biggest value is new customers. So the thing
Mm.
that these algorithms take into account is much less your followers, right? And so if you look at your analytics to some of these, actually, you're probably seeing that more people that are not your followers are seeing your content. And so that is great for outreach to getting in the new, whatever it is you're selling or marketing, getting that new person to see your content is huge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely in the church space, and so I've seen churches who will share a sermon, right? This is what they're used to, and it gets 10 views. They take a little clip out of that, and they just start a TikTok page that has, I don't know, 10 followers, and they get 1,000 views on it overnight. That's the power of this. And then over and over, doing that once a day, over and over, you're getting your voice in front of a lot of people.
They have a very particular style. They're done in this sort of portrait mode, right? Is that right? Or do you call it vertical, with the vertical orientation?
I personally say vertical, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, but you know what I mean, like meant to be watched
Yep.
on a phone, right, without having to turn the phone sideways. There's like a certain kind of editing that's like very quick and like no spaces between words or sentences, captions, colorful, different kind of captions. What's going on there? Not so much how do you produce these, because we'll get to that in a second, but what do you make of that particular style? Like, how did that evolve? And how important is it, if you're going to do these clips, to do it that particular way, do you think?
Yeah. So multiple things in that. I would say just quickly on the vertical format, it's really strange, but just the having to switch to horizontal, everything you do on your phone is this way. It was only videos that you had to flip your phone,
Yeah.
at least for most people. And that flip, it's just it's a slight annoyance, I think, to people. And so being able to do it all like that and take up the whole screen, it's just naturally how people use their phone. The cutting is because people are forced to answer the question or do the video in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
30 seconds, 15 seconds. People can ingest it that quickly, so that's not a problem. It's just videos, when we're talking about people that are used to using longer form, there's pauses in between and all that. But if you can just say it, people will ingest it that way and then appreciate that it's quicker. So
Yeah.
I think that's why that is. And just the slight switch too. So a lot of people, even if the clip is 30 seconds, even that, you have to make some changes in it to keep attention. If it's just like this the whole time and you're 30 seconds, the brain's used to something changing every 5 seconds. So
Yeah.
zoom in and out or switch something, make something happen that keeps the brain just, oh, that's new, that's different, it's different. So I think there's a lot to that.
There are a lot of platforms out there that, as Corey explained earlier, you can upload a full video, let's say 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and these platforms will automatically chop it into shorter videos and then give you all kinds of options for customization with the fonts and so forth. So, Corey, my question to you is, a lot of these platforms are new. If you're curious and you're out there testing them out or looking for one, what are you looking for? Like, what are some of the features that in a given instance you think a marketer would want to be on the lookout for to know which platform is going to get them where they need to go?
Yeah, I would say for me personally, I would work on what can make it the fastest and easiest for me. My whole thought is typically this is coming out of some other piece of content. And so because you're creating something new or you're using what you already have to create something new, what's the fastest way that we can do that? These aren't overly complicated videos. They're just different. And so what can do it the fastest really? What saves you time? Or in another way of thinking about it, what can somebody on your team who's not a video person, video people can be expensive. So instead of hiring a videographer, who's somebody on your team that can already do this? Can they do this quickly without having to learn some complicated video software? I think that's a good test for any platform.